As a Slayer, your main responsibility is to eliminate enemies before they can get to the hardpoint. This means you should position yourself in key areas where enemies are most likely to pass through. Focus on controlling high traffic lanes and important cutoff points on the map. By doing this, you can stop enemies early and prevent them from reaching the objective. This not only helps reduce the number of enemies attacking your teammates who are holding the hardpoint, but it also puts pressure on the enemy team. By interrupting their rotation and movement, you make it harder for them to play as a team and reach the hardpoint in time. Overall, your role is to control the flow of the game and create space for your team to hold the objective more easily. Here's my Slayer loadout in Call of Duty Mobile. I use guns like the Type 19, XM4, and HVK. These weapons aren't meant for aggressive rushing, so I play safe, hold angles, and wait for enemies to come to me. I don't push blindly, I just play smart and let the enemies make mistakes. For my secondary, I carry the FHJ launcher. It's super useful for taking down enemy score streaks like UAVs, counter UAVs, and sentry guns, makes a big difference when the enemy starts gaining momentum. My wildcard is Tactical Shift, which lets me carry 2 tactical grenades. I use an EMP grenade and a smoke grenade. The EMP is a beast, it destroys sentry guns, trophy systems, SAM turrets, guardians, RAPS, hive traps, shock RCs, trip mines, defender shields, you name it. The smoke grenade? I use that to block the enemy's view in one direction, so I can lock down the other 2 paths to the hardpoint without worrying about getting flanked. For my operator skill, I go with the death machine. It's deadly in close to mid-range and perfect for clearing out multiple enemies. My red perk is Overclock, it helps me charge the death machine faster so I can use it more often. The green perk I use is Gung Ho. It lets me hip fire, throw grenades, and reload while sprinting, super helpful during intense fights. And finally, my blue perk is Persistence. This one's important for a Slayer, because even if I die, I don't lose my score streak progress, it helps me stay consistent and dominate the match. That's my Slayer loadout, built for control, power, and smart plays. Early rotation is very important in Hardpoint. Aim to rotate to the next point when there are about 10 to 12 seconds left on the current one. Getting there early allows your team to secure strong positions, control the area, and pick off enemies as they approach. This gives you a significant advantage and increases your chances of holding the next hardpoint from the beginning. Before we move on to the next point, if you're enjoying the video, please give it a like. And once you've finished watching, let me know in the comments if you found it helpful or not, I'd really appreciate your feedback. Teamwork is very important in Hardpoint. It's not about who gets the most kills, it's about who controls the hill. You need one player on the point and others watching entrances. Holding angles and covering each other makes it hard for enemies to push in. Rotating early to the next hill is key. If your team rotates late, you lose free points. Communication changes everything. Call out enemy positions, rotations, and weak spots. One solo push won't break a strong setup, but a coordinated team push can flip the hill fast. Anchor players control spawns, don't ignore that role. Slayers clear paths, and OBJ players soak the time. Every role matters. Trade kills, revive momentum, and don't let your teammate die alone. Hardpoint isn't about heroes, it's about the squad. If you play as a unit, you win as a team.